verse 13 from chapter 25 of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, part 2. We have covered a story up to this point where Krsna Muni has gone away to the jungles. His wife Devahuti, who has born a son called Kapila Muni, she is sitting in front of him and she is asking him for knowledge of liberation and self-realization. Sri Hari, who is in the form of Kapila Muni, is telling her that I will teach you the path of Sankhya Yoga and also the path of devotion, which leads you directly to God. So it is all about God realization. So self-realization, liberation, God realization, knowing the self, all this is combined into one only. So today he is going to talk about it. So let us see what he is going to say. We are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Part 2, Chapter 25. This is verse 13 onwards. Sri Krishna answered, the yoga system which relates to the Lord and the individual soul, which is meant for the ultimate benefit of the living entity, which causes detachment from all happiness and distress in the material world, is the highest yoga system. Now, we have all understood yoga from a point where we think it is all about exercises, breath control, and those kind of things. Sri Krishna is directly giving us the knowledge over here in the form of Kapila Muni, who is teaching his mother that the highest, the supreme yoga, supreme means the topmost yoga. Yoga means union with the divine. Yoga doesn't mean body exercises or anything. It's a misnomer. They are misusing the word for some other purposes. Remember, it has nothing to do with body. Yoga is union with God. Whose union with God? Your individual spirit soul union with the divine soul. That is the supreme divine consciousness. So this is what yoga means. So here he says, it relates to the Lord and the individual soul. Please remember these words. Yoga means you, who is so-called the individual soul, Jeev Atma, you are the Jeev Atma, and your relationship with Paramatma, that is the Supreme Lord. That relationship is what we are talking about, which is meant for the ultimate benefit of the living entity. You are the living entity. You are the one who has taken a body. You have assumed a body. So you have to understand your relationship, that is the soul's relationship, individual soul, to the divine, which causes detachment. So when you happen to have that, when you have understood the oneness with the divine, then you will know that you have nothing to do with this world, which causes detachment from all happiness and distress in the material world. Think like this. I am giving you an example for you to understand how this works. Let us say you are an Indian who has gone to a foreign country, let us say the Middle East. You are working over there. So when you are working in the Middle East, are you still an Indian or are you a Middle Eastern? You are not a Middle Eastern. You are not somebody from Middle East. You are just an Indian who has gone there to do certain job. Got the point? Similarly, there are lots of people who have gone to do jobs in US or in Europe or in Australia or any other place in the world. So if an Indian is going to some other country and going and settling over there for a job purpose, and then he says, I am a citizen of the Middle East, I am a citizen of Europe, I am a citizen of America, I am a citizen of China, I am a citizen of Australia. If the person is saying he is a citizen of that, doesn't it tell you that he has accepted that particular place as his own just because he is staying over there for a long time? Are you getting the point? You are the individual soul. Now there is nothing called individual soul, but for understanding, let us take it. You are that divine individual soul. So-called Indian law. Now let us say you are going to take up this body. This body is Middle East, this body is US, this body is Europe, this body is Australia, all the other countries, You have taken up this body. And when you have taken up this body, familiarization with the body happens. So whoever has gone abroad has become familiar with that country. And in his mind, he starts believing that he is now supposed to get a green card or a blue card or whatever card that is there. And he has to become a citizen of that country. Are you getting what I am saying or no? So when he accepts that he has become a citizen of that country, he has relinquished his citizenship with India. Similarly, when you take up this body, when you are born on this planet Earth to some person as a son or a daughter, you have accepted this body as that foreign principle, that foreign country. And because you have accepted this as a foreign country, you start believing that you are a citizen of that country. So this belief system that I am this body, I am American, I am Canadian, I am Australian. You know that kind of thinking? People who take up this kind of a role, they have gone away from their divine nature. They have gone away from their divine nature. They have forgotten India, which is the soul of the land. Similarly, this person who has accepted the body has forgotten that they are a part of the supreme divine consciousness. That is the Paramatma. You are a part of Paramatma. You are not a body. This is the problem which human beings are having. So he says, so listen to this verse very carefully. See how he is explained. This is Kapila Muni. This is Kapila Muni, who is Sri Hari himself. He is explaining the yoga system which relates to the Lord and the individual soul. The Lord is Paramatma, individual soul is the Jivatma, which is meant for ultimate benefit of living entity. When you retain your relationship with the divine, when you retain your relationship with India, I am an Indian citizen, which causes detachment from all happiness. When you get attached to that other object, if you are an Indian who has become an American citizen, or a Canadian citizen, or an Australian citizen, or a UK citizen, or whoever, whichever country you want to be, you have relinquished your motherland. you are going to be unhappy. If you are detached, then you will be happy and you will have distresses. Look at the conditions of foreigners in other countries. Think about it. The black-skinned people are not accepted in United States. In other countries, where are the people accepting? People from Africa and other places have gone to Europe. They want to take up citizenship of those countries. Do you think the people over there are going to accept that? In India, there are so many people from foreign origin who have come. You know, the number of people entering India is far more than the number of people entering any other country in the world. Remember, two of the biggest countries is Russia and China. They don't allow foreigners. Okay? It's very difficult to become a Chinese citizen or a Russian citizen. But in India or any other country, they will say, please come, become our citizen, become our this, become our that. They are making you forget who you truly are. So I have given you an analogy over here of human beings migrating to other countries. It is like telling your mother, you are not my mother. This lady who looks very beautiful and is very rich is my mother. You have taken birth from one mother, but you want to accept another mother who is rich and beautiful and gives you a lot of money. It's a shameful condition. When you accept this body as the one who you truly are not, you are betraying the Paramatma. This is the principle of yoga. Union with the divine, not union with foreign countries. Union with your body. Your body is a foreign country. This foreign country will be burnt or it is going to go into a grave very soon. Then you will be given another country somewhere. Next birth also you are not going to be the same. Imagine that. And then the next birth also you will not be the same. What makes you think that you are going to get the same body? The body is always gone, isn't it? And every time when you take a body, you accept the body as your principle. Oh, this is who I am. No. And this is the primary ruling of Sankhya Yoga. You are not the body. You are the divine consciousness in this body is taken up a citizenship who is wrong. Don't accept the body. You have just gone there to do some work. You can work, you can earn your living and get out of that body. Got the point? I see I am trying to explain as much as possible. O most pious mother, I shall now explain unto you the ancient yoga system which I explained formerly to the great sages. It is serviceable and practical in every way. So here is the mother and the son talking. Devahuti is the mother. She is listening from her son Kapila Muni, who is none other than Narayana himself, Sri Krishna himself. So he is giving his teaching to his mother and he says to her, now I am going to teach you the philosophy which I have taught all the yogis from the past, all the sages, saints, masters from the past. I have taught them that. So now listen to this. The stage in which the consciousness of the living entity is attracted by the three modes of material nature is called conditional life. But when the same consciousness is attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one is situated in the consciousness of liberation. Simple explanation. Let me break it down for you. He says, as a spirit soul, when you take up a body, let us say you are sitting in the line over there. There's a queue in the heavens, and Mother Nature, that is Prakriti, is allotting bodies. You understand what allotment of bodies is? When you are going in a train or when you are going for something, you will be given some seat number and something like that, correct? So Mother Nature is allotting bodies to you. Now let us say there are number of bodies in front of you. There is a body of a dog, there is a body of a cat, there is a body of a human being, there is a body of an African guy, there is a body of a Mid-Eastern, so many bodies are there. There is a body of a Christian, there is a body of a Muslim, there is a body of a Parsi, there is a body of a Hindu, all kinds are there. Now the moment you are allotted the body, what happens to you? If you are allotted the body of a dog, are you going to develop the characteristics of a dog or no? The divine soul that is there, your Jivatma, has no body as such. You are just one dot over there maybe. And now you are going to enter somebody's body. The body allotted to you is of a dog. Can you start behaving like a man in a dog's body? No. Got the point? If there is a body of a cat, you can't be speaking in a human language, no? You have to mew. If you have entered a body of a Christian, you will be praising Jesus Christ and the Father in heaven and Mother Mary and whoever other things. You will go to church. If you are allotted a body of a Muslim, then you will have to go to a mosque. I want you to think on these lines. Now what has happened is, see what he says. The stage in which the consciousness of the living entities attracted by the three modes of material nature is called conditioned life. The moment you are attracted to that body, you assume ownership of the body and you start showing characteristics of that body. Got it or no? Now, what are you in reality? You are just a spirit soul. But because you have got allotment of the body, an example would be, you have been allotted a seat 7C in an aircraft. 7th row, C seat number. Do you take possession of that place or no? Now imagine if somebody comes and disturbs you over there. Are you very possessive of that place or no? This is my seat. I am sitting over here. Somebody says, can you get up? This is my seat. You will not want to give away your seat, isn't it? You become very possessive about it. So this is what happens to a human being. So the human being develops what is called as three modes of nature are there, Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. We accept that as our life. So either we become Sattvic, we become Rajasic, or we become Tamasic. Got it? If you are born in a very poor household, very, very poor household where there is no money at home, and if I keep in front of you something that you have never ever seen in your life. Rose eggs. You know what the rose eggs are? Caviar. You have heard of it, no? If I put caviar in front of a very poor boy, do you think he will understand what I am talking about? I am telling him this is a delicacy, you should eat it. It is priced so high. He won't even understand it. For him, the daily food is rice and dal. You keep rice and dal in front of him, he will accept it. Got it or no? Now, everybody in this world has what is called as characteristics accepted by that particular body. Alright? One of the delicacies, food of a country is dog meat, Korea. You know, Koreans, their delicacy is dog meat. Alright? People in Western countries eat hamburger, pig meat, beef. This is the kind of food that they eat. Now, if I were to say in Korea, from tomorrow onwards, no dog meat will be served. Isn't it telling a person from tomorrow dal roti is not going to be served? From tomorrow you have to drink champagne instead of water. This is what the Prime Minister of that country has done. She has a dog, she goes around with a dog. She has banned dog meat in Korea. They are used to that. Now they don't have. What is going to happen over there? So now do you understand, as a body, if you are accustomed to something, you start accepting it as your habit. So human beings, now we are talking about human beings, when they accept, this is called conditional life. Accepting that I have to eat dog meat is conditioned in them. Somebody in their childhood has given them dog meat. And they liked it, and now it has become a habit with them to eat, so they will eat it like a regular thing. Other people are going to feel very disgusted with it. Got the point? But they are conditioned to eat. Somebody is conditioned to eat pig. They're conditioned to eat. Since childhood, if they are eating only pig, what do you call it? Ham, I think. You will be used to it, isn't it? Your body has become accustomed to it. It is called conditioned. Now let us go to the other extreme. Other extreme. If you are a vegetarian person in a vegetarian family, you have been forced since childhood, no meat, no chicken, no eggs, nothing. That is all very bad and dirty. And if somebody keeps a piece of meat in front of you, no. Immediately the vegetarian person will say, I cannot eat this. This is horrible. You are killing animals. You are this. It is called conditioned life. In the next life, if you become an animal who eats another animal, then what? Earlier you were vegetarian, now you have become non-vegetarian. And after that, the next life after that, you eat human beings. Cannibalism. Of course, you think cannibals are not there? Your whole body is cannibal. Your body. You know, in your body there are parts which are eating human flesh. You know this or you don't know this? Your own body parts are consuming other body parts. What happens to the dead cells? Isn't that true? So you are also all this put together. This is called conditioned life. We have never been taught, oh, I am a vegetarian. No. It's your conditioning. So here he says, if you got conditioned with this kind of an idea, you are the body, you are the body, you are the body, you are the body, then you are going to be away from the Lord. But when you become one with me, the Supreme Lord, and you know that you are none other than a part of me, you are that Jeev Atma, who is none other than a part of the Paramatma, that is me, and you become devoted to me. Instead of your body, your relatives, your friends, your wife, your children, if you are related to all of them, then you are finished. But the day you understand you are only one with me, then that is called liberation. I hope you get this clear. I've taken time to explain to you. When one is completely cleansed of the impurities of lust and greed produced from the false identification of the body as I and bodily possession as mine, one's mind becomes purified. In that pure state, he transcends the stage of the so-called material happiness and distress. See, when we are attached to things in life, first you are attached to the body. The first attachment is to body. Always remember this. Don't forget this. Your attachment is to your body at number one place. It is not attached to your children or your wife or your husband. No. That comes second and third. First attachment is to your body. If anything happens to you, are you not worried about it? You are more worried about your own body than on somebody else's body, isn't it? So this is the first thing that a person does. So then you getting attracted to some other person is called lusting. I hope you get it. First you lust for your own body. My body, my body, my body, my body. Look at all those old people in the world. They want to look young. They are taking Botox injections and this and that and that and that. God knows so many things. Adrenochrome. I hope you get that point. There are idiots in this world who drink somebody else's blood so that they can look younger, not realizing that they are the biggest idiots in the world. So, there are so many things going wrong in this world. One of them is thinking that you are lusting for somebody else. And then when you are in love with somebody else or you are lusting for somebody else and you have greed, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. How much more do you want? You know, satisfaction never comes to a person. Never in life are you satisfied. Think like this. Every time when you are getting 100 rupees, you want 1000 rupees. When you get 1000, you want 10,000. When you get 10,000, you get 100,000. And go on and on and on and on and on. Why? There is no way of knowing this because it is called greed. You know, when you have, I was telling Rajma yesterday, we were living in a house, my grandmother's place, which was less than 250 square feet space. It had only one room. There was no bathroom inside. There was not even a tap till they died, till the whole house was demolished many years later. There was no tap inside the house. Okay? There was no bathroom inside the house. You had to go outside for the bathroom. You have to go and take buckets of water from outside. We had created one very tiny cubicle for the purpose of women taking bath inside. For men, even for me, I have taken bath till the age of 20, 22 years in the open all buildings around me. And they could see me taking bath in the open. After that, I moved to a house which was more than 260 square feet. When I first moved with my mother and father. Then I moved to my own house, which was 400 square feet. Then I moved to a house which was 260 square feet in Mumbai. I bought a flat, a 1-bedroom hall kitchen with a balcony, 260 square feet with a bathroom inside, okay? Bathroom for place to take bath and toilet and all that. 260 square feet was the house. And then I moved to Bangalore. The Bangalore house was 800 square feet. For me, it was a palace. Are you getting the point? It was a palace. And then I saw people living in 3,500 square feet and all that. It was like, oh my God, these people are living in an island, which is like a big island. I thought like that. It was very difficult. Greed comes like this. You want bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The car was only this much. When the cars were introduced in India, it was called Maruti 800. Small car, tiny car. It was as small as a mini Austin. Those who have seen mini Austin, you will understand. It was that big. And then from there, they wanted a bigger car. So they had an extended version of that car made. A bigger car. And they thought that this is what is called greed. Let us call it esteem. So they called it as esteem. And now bigger cars. They looked at the American cars. Wow, such a long car. I also want to have. Then they looked at limousines. Longer car. As if you are such a big, fat, tall fellow that you have to stretch your leg from one end of the car till the other end of the car. For half an hour drive down, you want to have a bar inside. I mean, what kind of thing is that? I think you should have a changing room and everything inside the car. That is called greed. The person who minted money during coronavirus times. Coronavirus. This man from India, who was the owner of the company who was making vaccines, owns a Gulfstream, owns a long Boeing aircraft. In the Boeing aircraft, I saw he's got only one seat. It's like a big drawing room for him. He's got Rolls Royce. He's got all the fancy cars of this world. He's got big houses. He's got big houses all over the world. Sir, you are one small fellow, less than 6 feet tall. How much space do you want? That's called greed, isn't it? That day I told you about that person, builder from Bangalore who died. 200 cars for one person? So what is the Lord saying over here? The Lord is saying, you have to remove these impurities. They are called impurities. Lust and greed are impurities. This lust and greed gives you identification with the body. I am great. I want to do this. Now, I am not going to build a colony on Mars, but I will build on the moon, Moon is going to be my property. Okay? If I could dig under from earth to that place, I'll call it the boring company also. Person is not getting bored with his life. Now he wants to go and do it on the moon. That is called body consciousness. I, me, myself. So you have to give up these two things, lust and greed, which gets you attached to the body, the I and the me. When you give up that, then you become purified. And then you can get out of these material worldly problems that you have called distresses and happiness. Oh, I am so happy I built this palace. No. Think like that. At that time, the soul can see himself to be transcendental to material existence and always self-effulgent and never fragmented, although very minute in size. Here Kapila Muni is explaining to you how you have to see this. Once you get detached from this body, you are not caring about this body, no lust. If you are a man, you are not lusting for anything. If you are a woman, you are not lusting for anything. No greed also. I am not interested in money. I am not interested in big houses. I am not interested in, having children and family and this. Nothing. When you do that, that is the first time you realize you are not the body, but you are the soul. And then you know that this material worldly existence is worthless. And then you see yourself as a self-effulgent being. Somebody who doesn't need any glow from outside to light up. You are self-effulgent. Your knowledge comes from within you. You don't have to read any books to get knowledge. No. Every human being has to read a book every day, isn't it? To understand about science, technology, this thing, that thing, spirituality and all that. If you are reading a book and if you are doing Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita and all those things, and if you don't know what is written in that from the beginning itself, you are not effulgent then. But even before opening the book, you don't know, you have never opened the book in your life and yet you know everything that is there in it. If you know everything that is there in it, it is called self-effulgence. I hope you get it, because it is your knowledge of the soul. And you are never fragmented. You are not broken from me. I am the Supreme Lord. You are my divine, small fellow over there who is a tiny dot. He says, you are though very minute in size, very tiny fellow. Got it? In that position of self-realization, by practice of knowledge and renunciation in devotional service, one sees everything in the right perspective. He becomes indifferent to material existence and the material influence acts less powerfully upon him. So here he is giving an understanding of the subject. He says, once you realize you are not this body, you have nothing to do with the human being that you are. You don't have any relatives, you don't have any friends, you are the divine soul. And your divine soul is one with the Paramatma, that is me. When you understand this, you are called a self-realized person. Then your knowledge is the same as my knowledge, isn't it? Because you are one with me. So what belongs to me belongs to you. And then you will understand that you are my devotee. You are a part of me. You are like my hair, one piece of my hair. Little. You are in me. Then you get the right perspective about Lord. Then you get the right perspective about this soul of yours, so-called, and me. The right perspective comes in front of you. Then you become indifferent towards this material existence and the material influence acts less powerfully upon you. Then you don't care for the material world. Why should you bother so much about this body of yours? It is just a tool. Remember that? You are sitting in the queue over there upstairs waiting for allotment of the bodies. Bodies is a compartment. Your next journey of yours, you will get another one. So you are not one with the body. The body is just a vehicle. It's like a rented body, isn't it? You have taken it on rent, you are using it for transportation purposes only. For doing some work in this world, after that you have to return the car, this body. Right? So when you understand all these things, then this material world is not going to affect you. What car you are in is not going to affect you. A vehicle is only for transportation. Whether you use a small Maruti car, an Alto, a big Mercedes Benz, or a limousine, or for that matter even a truck. Everything is just a vehicle, isn't it? Are you so much bothered about it? What is there in it and what is not there in it? It is for the purpose of transportation. So you don't give so much of significance to your body, this material worldly body. And when you don't give that much amount of significance to it, it is only for transportation purposes, isn't it? At that time, you become one with me. You are self-realized. Perfection in self-realization cannot be attained by any kind of yogi unless he engages in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, for that is the only auspicious path. So let us say you have an understanding of this subject. Now you have understood this subject, okay? Now let us say you have understood the subject that you are a prince. You are a prince. You start assuming that you are the king. So you start calling yourself name. I am God. I am Bhagwan. I am this and I am that. When you call yourself by these names, your ego comes into the picture. Can you understand this? Then you are not one with me. This is what the Lord is saying. How can you be one with me? When you look upon me with devotion, when you are in love with me, this body of yours, you know that small person, that tiny dot that I explained just now, when that dot is thinking, oh, this is my Lord, I am just a tiny dust from his soul, body, the foot. When you consider yourself as that, as a very tiny being, who is none other than a small bit of that, dust from the feet of the Lord, then you are a devotee of mine, and then you only think of me. But if you are arrogant and if you think that you know too much, then you are finished. Culmination of realization will only happen if you are a knowledgeable person but understand the essence that you are just a devotee. You are not me. I am me. I am the Lord. You are a devotee. Just know this much. Give me the due credit. You are a tiny mini portion of me. You are not me. And when you culminate into that particular thing, that yes, devotion is the path, then you are the self-realized one, and then you belong to this one alone. Got it? Then you are fully liberated. Every learned man knows very well that the attachment for the material is the greatest entanglement of the spirit soul. But the same attachment, when applied to self-realized devotees, opens the door of liberation. How is it that you have to see me, the Lord? You, who is always entangled in the material world. Every person cannot think of themselves as separate from their body, correct? So everybody is trying to understand, oh, I have to learn about this. So now you are learning. When you are learning, you understand that this devotee, the spiritual master, the Guru, is one with the divine. Your association with him is going to lead you towards the Lord. He is called the devotee of God. Who? The one who is the knower of God. Knower of God is called the devotee of God. Alright? So your association with devotees is what will take you out of your material worldly life. See, think like this. You have little knowledge and understanding. Even if I have taken 45 minutes to explain this concept to you, everything has gone bouncer. Goes over your head. Because it is like, yeah, Guruji, I understand. You will say like that. And you will forget about it. Because now you have to go to work. Now you have to do many other things. And this is not so important to you. Earning money is important. Serving your wife, serving your children, serving your husband is extremely important. So you are going back into your material world. How do you get out of that? Association with the wise. Do you see what he says? Sri Hari says, same attachment when applied to self-realized devotees. When you become one with the self-realized devotees, it will open the door of liberation for you. When you come in association with your masters, spiritual people, a true self-realized person, then only you will open the door towards liberation. Now, who is the self-realized person? We will see that. The symptoms of a sadhu are that he is tolerant, merciful and friendly to all living beings. He has no enemies, he is peaceful, he abides by the scripture and all his characteristics are sublime. So now we are describing who this person is. The self-realized person, how does he look like? He is tolerant. He tolerates everything. You can say whatever you want to him, doesn't matter to him. If you call him he is an idiot also, it doesn't matter to him. If you say that he is a great person and he is a great Lord's devotee, it doesn't matter to him. He is tolerant towards everything. He is merciful. When he sees somebody suffering, he goes out of the way to help those people. He is very merciful in that. He is friendly to all living entities. There is nobody on this planet Earth he is not friendly with. He just wants to be acting very friendly with everyone. He has no enemies. Now the big question in your world will be, then how come Sri Ram had an enemy called Ravana? How is it that Sri Krishna had an enemy called Shishupal? These are great masters, Sri Ram and Sri Krishna. How is it that they had enemies? No, they are not enemies. Sri Krishna never had animosity towards Shishupal. Neither did Sri Ram have any animosity towards Ravana. Remember, Sri Ram knew that Ravana was his doorkeeper. Are you forgetting that? He's a realized person, no? He's not associating with the body. He knows he is the supreme divine consciousness and Ravana is none other than one of his, doorkeepers. So why will he have animosity towards him? Even if he kills Ravana, it is with compassion he will kill, isn't it? Because there is a fulfillment of certain things that have to happen. That is why he is doing it. Same thing with Shishupal also. Correct? It is nothing but fulfilling something. So, he has no enemies, he is peaceful and abides by the scriptures. So, in his world, everything is run by scriptural injunctions. He runs this whole life of his as a scripture. He understands this is what is written and I will do only this. And he is a character who is very sublime. When I think of sublime, One example comes in front of me, or rather two. One is Narasimhadev. Okay. The Narasimha avatar was never sublime. Right? And Parshuram, what sublimation can you think of? But those are the jobs that they were supposed to do. As an avatar, they are supposed to perform certain actions. And it is the Lord's command to perform. Now today, if you want something from Narasimha, you can go and ask him and he will grant you. Because after the fulfillment of that deed, he is not going to get angry. Same thing with Parshuram. Parshuram doesn't want to be angry at all. So, he is always going to be friendly. So, did you understand that? Such a sadhu engaged in staunch devotional service to the Lord without deviation for the sake of the Lord, he renounces all connections, such as family relationship and friendly acquaintances with the world. So this person, who is self-realized person, who is one with the Lord, he is only in devotional service to the Lord. He is always praying. He is always thinking of the Lord. His constant words are of God alone. He works as per the principles of the Vedas and the Shastras. He lives a life far away from his family, near and dear ones. So no wife, no children, nobody. No relatives also. How many people do that? Hardly. Right? If you are staying with your family and your children and your husband and your wife and whoever concerned and in your own house, you can't be that. The sadhu which we are talking about, you are not a sadhu at all. If you are a sadhu, you have to be staying separately, renouncing all relationships. All relationships have to be renounced. So you can't say, this is my wife, this is my husband, this is my children, this is my house, this is my property, this is my country, this is my state. No, you can't say any of those words. You have to renounce everything. You don't have any relationship with anything. You don't own anything. I hope you get the point. For the sake of the Lord, he renounces all connections. All connections are broken, such as family relationships. No family relationship has to be entertained. I am not a son or the daughter of any person. I am not a husband or wife of any person. I am not a father or a mother of any person. I am not a grandfather or a grandmother of any person. I don't have friends. I don't have relatives. I am alone in this world. My oneness is only with Sri Krishna. Nobody else. This is the truth. And there are no friendly acquaintances also. No. No relationship, no friendly acquaintances. If somebody comes to this person, he considers all of them as his own alone. That's it. Everybody is looked at as the same. I will do one more verse and then I will stop. Engage constantly in chanting and hearing about me, Sri Krishna. That is about Sri Krishna. This sadhu does not suffer from any material miseries because they are always filled with the thought of my pastime and activities. So this person is constantly taking my name, Krishna's name, Krishna, 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 Krishna. Constantly he is taking my name. So he does not have any material miseries, because if he associates with the body and his relatives of the body and the people, places and things, then he is going to be miserable. But when he does not associate with any of this, then he becomes one with the Lord. And where are there material miseries for that? Because the body is only a rented apartment, isn't it? a rented vehicle. He's just using it for the purpose of in this world. And then he is only thinking about my stories, Sri Krishna's stories and pastimes. So we have come to the end of verse 23. I think we will stop over here for today.